to switch back into spectator mode and then back in again. So 3 seconds, we are going to get this one underway. It's Rapha versus Spartie. Spartie 1-0 up. Oh, what a horrible spawn for Rapha. And yeah, that's just the ridiculous spawns that you occasionally get to see. And Spartie's laughing probably from that one underneath his serious game face.
Yeah, but it's not too horrible. I mean, it's one frag, but Spartie couldn't get the conversion, so it's still alright for Rapha. He's not going to be too kicked from that.
Right now, we're watching Spartie as he pushes in once again, but Rapha will come out on top of that situation. Not exactly sure what happened there. I mean, direct rocket came in and Spartie, I think, was a little bit surprised about how fast his health and armor went away, but there's 2 rails in a row. Rapha will go down, and Spartie says, thank you very much, I'll take my control back now, and you can come and try and hit me, which actually Rapha did, but we saw a great bit of work again from the rocket launcher and railgun from Spartie, and he is now 2 frags in the lead, and a very kind of mishmash start. Everything struggling to fall into place early on, but once they kind of slow down and get into their groove, then this game will you know, start to show us how we can maybe expect to finish.
But I don't think Spartie wants to slow this game down, because he's really good on hitting these shots when the game is fast, and Rapha likes to take it more controlled. So I think Spartie is going to have an advantage of this fast game.
And the rockets from Rapha so far here on aerowalk have been brilliant. There's a good one up there from Spartie. We knew that Rapha was hanging around somewhere. Rapha will look to hit him off outside that teleporter, which he does nicely. And just little bits of damage here and there being put onto Spartie as Rapha drops down for the rail. And it's now a 3-2 scoreline. Again, though, look at Spartie, who comes straight back. And these are the games that you can very often see on aerowalk, which is a very back and forth play style, just due to the fact that, you know, the map's on so many tiers around that central area that you can get off those rail shots, you can really quickly come back and, you know, rack up a big a frag lead, but then your opponent can do exactly the same to you, and that's what makes this map so great.
Yeah, and now Rapha, I don't know, he's playing so aggressive. He's not even having armor, but he somehow manages to push Spartie around, and that's so amazing. I mean, Spartie is not hitting his shots at the moment. I think really his rocket launcher is letting him down, and Rapha knows that. And his rockets have always been good so far.
Tell you what, though, the railgun from Spartie has been pretty much perfect as he follows in there with that railgun. And his rail sitting on 50%. There's another one off the spawn for Spartie. It's now a 4-frag advantage, and Spartie knows, or as both players know, that when they're in control, they've got to make the most of it. They have to rack up frags, because otherwise, when their opponent takes the control back, then they're going to find themselves in trouble. So it's about maximizing your kind of time that you have in control and just trying to hold it for as long as you can. And right now, Spartie has made it 5. He's in on the mega health. Yellow armor and red armor both available. There's Spartie again sticking around for this fight, but actually losing out on that one. It's an aggressive push from Rapha. That will free him up the yellow armor, gets him the kill, and he's now in position to come back into this one. Here come the rockets from Spartie again, though, down onto that teleporter exit area. Such a great, fast-paced game. That's what we like to see here on aerowalk.
Great LG by Rapha.
Out of LG ammo, and that could be very
1
dangerous.
HP on Spartie, and he's pushing for it.
Wow, he managed to get in on that 25, and I don't think that was really a bad decision from Spartie, to be honest.
No, it was okay. I mean, he would have died anyway. But now, we've just seen Spartie on a rampage and taking up 7 frags. But now Rapha is only 2 behind. So I'm not sure if Spartie's going to be able to take the control back soon, because items are still fairly off times.
Red armor next in place. Spartie trying to push a little bit of damage from below as he gets that railgun to get himself set up for the jump across, and that's a perfect one. The rocket coming down from Rapha will pick him up the frag and tie us up, but the point is he lost a lot of health in that situation, and look at Spartie going super aggressive.
Oh my god, that was really lucky
there not to get that one. And we are going to see now Spartie trying to push a frag back. We've got Rapha actually dead now. He was real low. And this game, absolutely incredible back and forth action. And we're already almost halfway through, and it seems like we've played just 1 minute almost.
That rocket splash there on the Mega that pushed Spartie on the Mega He's got to be so happy with that. If he didn't get the Mega there, it would have been a clean kill for rapha and a red armor afterwards as well. So he's given Spartie another lifetime.
Here's another Mega Health pickup for Spartie. Sorry for rapha, it was. I tell a lie. And here we go. Another fight about that red armor, and Spartie's got the positional advantage as they both switch out to LG. Spartie down real low. rapha will claim the frag with 39, and guess what? We're all tied up again, and we see more rails coming out from Spartie. Absolutely brilliant. He's got a chance now to bring a frag back. Only 25 health and 12 armor for rapha. One rail's going to seal the deal, and rapha just needs to be careful now that Spartie doesn't peek him in one of these positions that he's not expecting. And now he knows that Spartie comes through, and Spartie just too fast for rapha there. But again, Spartie pushing in super aggressive. Direct rocket will pretty much save his life, because the LG was very strong from rapha.
Great LG.
Yeah, that LG's really done so much.
30 HP in rapha.
10 frags to 8. Another good rail down from Spartie. Picking up those green armors. Every little bit is helping here on aerowalk. Such a tight game. As we see more grenades being spammed down from red armor. Again, Spartie falling short from the rockets. He will get onto that onto that mega health, but red armor is available. Again, will hit rapha, and Spartie is the one I've seen throughout this tournament on aerowalk hitting most of those rail shots for his man dropping down from that red armor. I mean, it's quite an easy shot, but some of the games we saw yesterday, the players just seem not to be able to hit so many of them. But so far, Spartie's rail up at 53% is really working nicely.
Direct Renan there by Spartie as well. He's playing so good at the moment. His rail's really not letting him down once so far.
11 frags to 7. You can see there the concentration on Spartie's face. He knows that beating rapha will, well, put him in such an amazing position once again in this tournament as he follows through. Of course, only a railgun to work with there had rapha. And so far, 3 minutes to go. It's 13 to 7. Spartie's starting to run away with it, but we've seen how things can go here on aerowalk, so Spartie knows he probably shouldn't count his chickens just yet.
That was a really important rail by rapha. He delayed Spartie a lot there, and he might be able to get the mega now as well. Great rail again, and now Spartie is so low, he has to watch out. One rail could kill him.
Yeah, Spartie is railable. Here come the rockets again. Mega health on its platform, and Spartie's done well to survive for so long without so much health, and actually whilst doing damage as well to his opponent.
He's going to push this.
4 seconds for red armor. rapha is up there. Good splash damage being put out from that rocket launcher. We're about to hit the 2-minute mark. And still 13 to 7 for Spartie. And he's got himself up from being in such a horrible position with health and armor to actually being in quite a decent one for challenging for this next mega health, or at least he should be having a peek to see what damage he can do. And actually he will drop down straight on top of it, picks up that mega, and now he's going to actually try and fight this one out, and he will come out on top of it. And that's the kind of situation that rapha, if he wanted to get back into this game, had to make the most of.
Yeah, now I think Spartie knows, okay, 1 minute 40, it's hard, but 7 frags. As long as he does damage now and doesn't get rapha get a clean frag, it's going to be over for him. And that will be the second map, and only 1 left out of 3.
rapha again coming through that teleporter, will land a rail, but Spartie connects with one of his own. There's a second. One more will seal the deal here, I'm sure, for rapha. For Spartie, but it's rapha who picks it up anyway. And he gives himself a lifeline. Not sure exactly how much of a lifeline, because you can see that Spartie, to be honest, all of his weapons here have been on today. I mean, his rocket launcher at the beginning of aerowalk looked a little bit dodgy, but his rail kept him in it. But he seems to have stepped that up now, and still hanging around the 50% rail region, 30% LG as well. And that's really what's gave him the advantage. If you look over at rapha, you can see 33% rail and a similar LG accuracy as well. But Spartie, he just doesn't seem to have, made really many mistakes in this one.
Yeah, and his aim is definitely keeping him in as well. I mean, his rail hasn't let him down once. And the funny part is, Spartie told me before this game that his sensitivity feels different on this PC from what the PC was, what he practiced on next to the stage. So maybe he should actually keep it like this. He's hitting great.
Well, of course, today we'll be going all the way up to deciding who goes and plays in the grand final tomorrow here at Gamescom. But right now, it looks like it will be second map to Spartie. 17-9 right now with just a couple of seconds left. And it will be Spartie who picks up the second map. 17-9. And it puts him on match point 2-0 with 3 maps still to play. This is an